Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the League of Women Voters of Elmhurst for hosting this event, and thank you to everyone for being here today. I'm here today because I'm invested in COD, and I'm invested in seeing progress at the college. I think there are a lot of issues facing College of DuPage right now, from budget constraints due to a lack of state funding, to the need to regain the lost trust in the community since President Leaders leaving the college. And I think that we need to work together as a community to resolve those issues. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm currently a student at COD pursuing an associate's degree in computer science, and I was born and live in Lomond. Throughout my life, I spent time at COD. My mother used to teach at the nuclear medicine program there, and all of my K-12 schools are on Park roads right by COD. I believe the focus of COD should be on providing the highest quality education for our students in an open and inviting environment that allows them to grow and learn and become more productive, mature members of our society. One of my largest concerns with the college is the difficulty that a lot of students have being able to get adequate amount of time with their professors outside of the classroom. Many of our professors are adjunct, teaching about 60% of our classes, and most of them have either other teaching or professional jobs that don't allow them to have as many office hours as full-time staff, and that limits the amount of time that students can spend with them outside of the classroom on their coursework. I think another key component to success of the college is the cost of tuition. College of DuPage is and must continue to be an affordable local option for youth and adults to pursue an education. And I believe that we need to focus on spring enrollment and early registration in order to help boost enrollment at the college. I believe we must invest in COD because it is our college, and together we can reinvigorate it. Thank you very much. I believe the mission of any community college is to educate people on how to be constructive and productive members of their community, both through instruction in the classroom and extracurricular engagement with the community that they are in. A community college should be a local, affordable option for graduating high schoolers, non-traditional students such as myself looking to go back to school, or adults looking to change careers or just to get more education on a certain topic. It should be open and inviting to the public and allow community members and students to work together, both on things for their classes and for philanthropy in the community in general. And it should be more than just a gateway to other institutions to pursue a higher degree, but an outlet for public service and growth in the community itself. Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that there's a very simple answer to this question. In addition to the existing board evaluations, I would look forward to working with the taxpayers, the student body, and the COD Faculty Association to discuss what people feel was lacking as far as accountability under Grutter, and work to update the board evaluation process to reflect those changes in order to prevent future misconduct and to make sure that taxpayer money is used in a efficient and transparent way. I think for now, probably the best way for the public to voice concerns about misconduct and to get their own evaluation of the president and the board of trustees is to attend the monthly meetings and participate in the public comment section. I would like to see perhaps a bus shuttle between the COD campus and either the Glen Ellen or the Wheaton train station. I think that could be very useful for a lot of students that don't own or have access to a vehicle to be able to try public transportation to be able to get to class and campus on time. However, I think that the college probably needs to do some surveys and to follow up on what Chairman Miyazaki and Dr. Rondo have done in the past with public forums to gauge student interest in COD and possible reasons why they would not be attending, so that we can focus more in on those issues specifically in different areas of the district. While I lack experience vetting public budgets, I do have a very vested interest in COD budget and how it is spent. My parents are on the taxpayer end of things, and I am on the student tuition end of things. And I believe that it is important to make sure that we distribute the burden of COD fairly between taxpayers and students. And I also believe that we need to look at how we manage our reserve fund, as I believe that there are some options of getting higher interest rates through some of the money that we have in our reserve, and that could be useful for our budget. As far as raising tuition, I may be a little bit biased, but I would be against raising tuition. But I also believe that it would be not in the college's best interest to raise tuition, because the more expensive tuition becomes, the less students are going to enroll, the less likely they are going to be to enroll in multiple classes. And I believe that if we raise tuition but decrease enrollment, we're going to be hurting ourselves more than the money we make up in a tuition rate. So for now, I would be against that in light of pursuing other options. I think we have a pretty good starting foundation. I think things like the committee of the whole, that the board of trustees does with the students and faculty and the community is great. I would love to see more people attend them. I think we could do more sort of public forums between either the entire board or members of the board and both the faculty and adjunct associations and the student body and open to the public. And I would also like to see both the board of trustees and the college as a whole have a little bit more of a social media presence. That's a very easy and effective way to reach younger students and increase their involvement and interest in things going on. My 5-year vision would be, first of all, to get a balanced budget. Hopefully not 5 years from now, but sooner than that. Which I think is going to be a challenge due to lack of funding from the state. Makes things a little bit more lopsided towards taxpayers and tuition. But I would like to see ideally a 1/3 split each way, where it's even between the amount of money we take from the state government and the students and taxpayers. I would also like to see the north end of campus be more connected and included to the rest of COD. There's no physical or really community connection between the buildings, and a lot of students that take classes on the north end feel excluded from a lot of things going on at COD. I would also like to see our enrollment go back up. There are a lot of different ways to do that that I would like to explore, but I definitely think that we need to get back above 30,000 students at COD. And I would like to take a serious look at the adjunct professors at COD. Most of them, in my opinion, are underpaid, and they teach about 60% of our classes that I mentioned earlier, so they take on a great deal of the instruction and the actual work that students at COD, and I think it is important to make sure that they are taken care of so that they can provide the highest quality education possible. I would like to thank the League of Women Voters of Elmhurst again for hosting this event. Thank everyone for coming. This has been a lot of fun. I believe that the college is in a very special situation. We were put in a very uncomfortable position by President Bruder, in my opinion, and the current board has made a lot of progress in moving us away into a better position with the community and a better financial position as well. And I would like to see us continue that progress. Increase enrollment in the college, increase the public interest and activity on campus, and to rebuild our image in DuPage. And I would just like to remind everyone to come out and vote on April 4th.